Hey wife, hey, it's my favorite day of the week, of course, because it's Wife Strut Wednesday and I get an opportunity to get on with y'all. And this week we're just gonna do a daily, meaning that this is the no edit. This is just straight up, let's talk. I'm waiting for my husband to get done with camp. Y'all know he's still injured, so he is not driving on his own, and this carpool shuttle wife stuff, ooh, not my jam, can I be honest? But while I'm waiting, I just want to have a conversation with y'all, and it kind of came from me thinking about my interaction with other women and wives and wife friends and women friends and what have you. My sister and I were having a conversation one day because she had caught a Red Table Talk, and she said that Gabrielle Union was talking about how she used to kind of hate on other women and just, how she would just be like, if some other girl walked in the room, because she knew she was bad that night, and then someone else walked in and it was just like, well, I bet she got here this kind of way or what have you. And so we started having a conversation, and I love when I get to chat with my sister about things because she sees them from such a different lens. There's a 12-year age gap, and so we have different experiences, different encounters. The life world was very different when I was her age than I am, and then the world is now. So I kind of started thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, girl, that's why I don't have a lot of female friends. And she was like, what do you mean? Like, you're doing the entire Wife Strut with other women. How don't you have female friends? And I was like, you're right. And that's exactly why I'm doing it, because I've kind of come accustomed to this world where I didn't have a lot of women friends. I had a lot of male friends, and my girls that I have, we ride hard, you know what I mean? But I got a handful of them, and I always am not accepting applications. And I think that tends to be in my head, well, like, women are catty and all this. And it's like, well, how dare you, because you're a woman, right? How can you talk crap and say women are this kind of way when you're a woman? And that's just been my experience. I guess in my head, what it really is, you know how there are one-uppers in the world? And it's like, oh, girl, you got a 90, I got a 92. Or, girl, what did you get? Oh, because I got this. And it's kind of this spirit of like, I need to validate myself and or put myself on some sort of pedestal because it's in comparison of something else. That quote I say all the time, like, comparison is the thief of joy. It totally steals joy, either someone else's joy or your own joy. Like, you just shouldn't be comparing. Like, be who you want to be, set your own goals, crush those goals, and support other women that are having their goals as well. So I kind of was just thinking about how is it that I want to be a part of something that I don't regularly interact with, and that's the very reason I want to have the Wife Strut, and I want to be a part of this community just as much as all women that are in the community, because this is a place where you can be supportive of one another. Don't have to one up. You know when one upping is the worst? When people one up crappy things, like, oh, girl, you have a headache. I got a headache and a stomach ache. It's like, come on. You can't even let me have an awful moment because you have to one up the awful moment. The question is, when the heck do we get this spirit of competition as opposed to this spirit of rising together, right? When someone has a headache, be like, that is awful, I'm sorry to hear that, right? Where is the empathy? Where is the letting someone own their story while you own yours, and not thinking that their story somehow takes away from yours? It's like this whole Instagram community, social community. A lot of times people don't want to connect with other folks because they're like, well, if we do similar things, you might do similar things, but that doesn't mean you're trying to steal each other's audiences. That means that you have things in common. If you're building a community, aren't you looking for people that you have things in common with? So I just wanted to, touch on the fact that, like, women sometimes don't interact with each other because they may feel like, hey, this person may try to steal some of my shine, or I don't know what I can contribute. And how about we just contribute being our freaking selves and be awesome at that, and see another woman shining and you shine, and you blast some of your light to reflect on her so that together y'all shine even greater, right? How about instead of casting shade on someone's shine, you're like, you know what, I see you over there killing it, and I want to give you a whoop whoop because you killing it. Or I see you over there having a tough time. I'm not going to act like I don't see you, and I'm not going to talk about you. I'm going to say, hey, keep going, encourage you. Maybe I can connect you with someone else with something that could assist you. So in the spirit of wanting to practice what I preach, I am reaching out to other women and saying, hey, I see you out there. You're killing it. And hey, if there's anything I can do, let me know. If there's someone I can connect you with, here's someone that, you know, you might gel with or what have you. That's what this freaking community is about. And that's what it's going to be about to the end of time, right? We want to shine bright like a diamond. I couldn't let that moment pass. We just want to be our authentic, amazing selves. That's why I say, like, strut your strut only the way you can, because no two struts are going to be identical, and they shouldn't have to be, right? Let's find the commonalities that can make us a community, but we don't got to steal someone else's shine or be jealous of their shine because it's theirs. So it doesn't take anything away from us to look at other women and make them be like, yeah, you're killing it. And the reality is, when we have an issue with it, what does that say about us? Because I went to a leadership conference one time and they were like, you know what? The things that you have issues with in other people may really be reflections of things you don't like about yourself. And you're like, hold up, we was really talking about Sally. And it's like, were you talking about Sally? Or was Sally just reflecting something that you're talking about you? And on that note, we're going to let that sit there. But hey, when you see a wife out there, shout her out if she's killing it. When you see a wife out there that's struggling, encourage her. Say that, hey, you got this, and how can we help? We're getting back to how can I help? Because that's what's important. How can I help? No wife should ever strut alone. Make sure that you're part of the community that's helping her feel like she has a community, so she's not strutting alone. This strut can be rough. This strut can be great. Let's strut together. Until next time, ladies, Wife Strut Wednesday on the Daily Strut. So you got that, raw? Sorry it was a little long. That's always the case. I'll talk to y'all next week. Hey, shoot me some comments. Let me know. Do you ever feel like people are hating on you? Do you feel like you're strutting alone? Are you over here helping women increase their strut and helping reflect your shine with theirs, so y'all are shining bright like a diamond? Until next week, ladies, we out here wifing, keep it wifey. Ooh, until next week, ladies, we're out here wifing, keep it wifey.